Hello out there, friends. Thank you again for joining us for another exciting week, another exciting episode of Movies, Music, and Middle Age. This is Matt, as always, here with everybody's favorite, I don't know,
Something.
sports,
I don't know what the
favorite sports
hell
fan,
I am.
Jordan.
Am I now the famous sports fan or favorite sports
You're
fan rather?
you're the favorite sports fan, yes.
You, oh, you're
I'm
not
gonna
ready
mix it
for
up this
me
week.
if the Knicks win.
I don't think New York is ready if the Knicks win because, well, here's the way I look at it.
Damn
Not to
right.
not to go off on a tangent. If the Knicks win or the Knicks lose, they're gonna burn New York to the ground. So either way.
That is not no. It's all love.
We'll see. I guess time will tell. All
Time
right,
will
I'm gonna
tell.
mix it up here. I'm gonna do the website thanks routine here at the beginning of this week. So
That way
in
you can't
case
turn it off before we say it.
that's right, that's right. That way you can't turn us off before we say it. So we have our website now. It is movies, music, and middleage.com. All one word, no spaces, no dashes. From there, you can get to our YouTube, our Apple, our Spotify, every single page, our Patreon, if you're one of the people who actually uses Patreon to stream podcasts. But yes, they're all there. Please follow, like, and subscribe. If you think there's anybody who would be interested, please recommend us to them. I've done a few polls recently. We did get a few responses. I appreciate everybody responding. I asked, what you might want to hear in a future podcast, what you thought of the show, things like that. So, yeah, please feel free to respond to those polls, make any suggestions, and we also have an email. You can message and just say how great I am
We
compared to
are.
Jordan, or vice
Yes.
versa. You know.
Yeah, I don't
So,
care. You can tell me I suck.
and no, no,
It won't hurt
they
my
all love you.
feelings. Oh
So,
God.
all right, now that housekeeping bit is on the way and the warm weather finally seems to be here, Jordan, do you want to tell the people who
Holla.
don't read the title of the podcast before they listen what we're going to be talking about this week?
We're talking about our top five favorite books to movies.
Correct.
So, books that were made into movies, if that title wasn't explanatory enough.
So, which one came first? I'm confused.
So, someone wrote it. They could have used a quill, a pencil, pen,
I
typewriter,
want to start a new trend. I want to turn a movie into a
laptop.
book, which actually they do,
They
but
do that.
yeah, but
The
they're not. That's
novelization.
yeah, yeah. Nobody. I've read a few of those. They're kind of hokey.
I
Anyway,
feel like you read those when you were getting like scholastic book fairs. But anyway, okay.
yeah, yeah. Okay, so yes, our and I won't say where or when because I just find this kind of stuff amusing. But a few
Or
people
who or why.
were basically saying on one of our recent episodes about how you guys didn't do research, and it's just your opinion. And I wanted my general comment is yes, this whole show is our opinion. It's not a um, scholarly.
My top five is what I like. I don't give a shit about what Scorsese says is cinema. I enjoy Dude, Where's My Car? And you
Listen,
know what?
no, no,
That's
no, no.
just it.
I actually read an absurd amount of books, learning facts, right, and things like that. I find that kind of stuff interesting, but that's just not what this podcast is. It's just us reminiscing or evaluating or just basically just sharing our opinions, right? It's not, hey, today you'll learn 15 interesting facts
And if you
about.
don't like our opinions, please keep listening anyway. I don't
Oh,
care.
I love any. The only bad comments are no comments, so it doesn't bother me. So please, if you hate me, that's fine. I really don't care. I don't lose sleep over it. And if you love us, that's cool too. I don't get more sleep. Anything is
No,
great.
I could use
If you're
more sleep.
listening, yeah, well, we all can. Okay, so
Let's
we're
go
gonna do
into
our
it.
our standard, his top five, Jordan's top five, and then my top five, working backwards from number five up to our eventual number one pick. And I'm gonna give you the honor because I feel like I
Oh
do that
my
every week.
God.
But
Well, thank you.
I will give the honor, Jordan, of
Thank
having
you.
the first number five. Actually, that sounds really weird. You can tell us your number five
My
book into movies.
number five. So I'm gonna go right off the bat.
Bang.
I took liberties when I picked
Okay.
my top five. Otherwise, my
Okay.
top five might have been like three different books.
Yeah, I know where you're going with this, but yes, yes,
So
like a
for
series.
me, number five for
Hmm.
series,
Hmm.
Hunger Games.
Okay.
So I read all the books. I haven't read all the newer books, but these three books were pretty faithfully adapted into movies that I think are really enjoyable.
Is this because you're
Um,
Jennifer Lawrence fan, or is this just because?
I am a Woody Harrelson fan and a
He's
Cameo by
always had
Lenny
a
Kravitz fan.
he's
No, but
always had a thing for the blonde girls. I don't know what
Jennifer
it
Lo
is. Sorry, go ahead.
you should Jennifer Lawrence.
Yeah.
Yes, is very good in this, but not the reason why I initially watched it or read the books. Um, they
Did
were
you
suggested to me
so
by my wife to read. I read the books before
okay, that's what I was gonna
I
ask you.
watched the
Okay. I
movies.
feel
I
like I want to ask that
generally
question for all
do
these
that.
ones.
So
Okay.
yeah, you could just generally before I watch a movie, if I know it's a book, I read the book. If I don't know it's a book, those are the one
Okay.
odd occasions where
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah, yeah.
haven't beforehand. But
Okay, fair enough.
um, and the story was really cool. Um, Unfortunately, it feels a little bit like that in real world. I always thought that like whenever they have the Met Gala and all
Yeah.
the other people up there, I'm like, oh, it's the
Yeah.
Capitol.
Yeah.
Look, whores. Look at this dress costs more than your mortgage,
I full
whores.
disclosure, I know in full disclosure, I've never read the books and I've never seen the movies. With that being said, I know more than enough about what the books are about. I know enough to understand your comments in general, right? But yeah, I've
Yes.
never read or seen them for no particular reason. I don't have any like they're not on my hate list. It just never got around to it.
Well, from District 12, that's my number five.
It was always I mean, maybe I'm wrong. I mean, when did you read it? How old were you? I mean, they were
I mean,
considered
I
technically
was in
young
a
adult, right? Aren't they?
yeah, there's a lot of young adult stuff that really isn't only for
Yeah, well,
15 to
like
16 year
Twilight, I think
olds.
is technically considered young adult too, right? I don't
Oh,
really,
God,
I
I
don't know.
hope not. Holy shit. That thing's
Another one I've never seen either, so I don't,
that those book series are like the back of the video store book series. You know. Um, but yeah, I mean, yes, they are young adult, but I think, Harry Potter was young adult, but
Yeah.
how many adults were reading Harry Potter
It also
and
depends
still do?
on what your, how do you define young adult? I would say like 15 is probably like, for me, subjectively, it's probably like the cutoff of young
No,
adult.
you're
What
insane.
do you put it at?
Wait,
What do
wait,
you
wait,
put
wait,
it
wait.
at?
You're telling me that if you're
Like for a
over
book, reading a book.
15,
No, no, if you're reading a book, where would you say like, hey, this book is appropriate for? I mean,
I
it's
don't know. It depends on
subjective.
the book. Like I
I
can
feel
go
like a
off
16,
crazy
17 year
tangents.
old is who's going to be a senior in high school soon is reading. I don't want to read young adult stuff. Okay, anyway, so Hunger Games. Okay, any particular
Yes.
one you prefer over the others,
No.
or just overall
No,
loving
no,
them
no.
together?
Just overall. I'm lumping them
Okay.
together.
So, all right, I'm gonna go to my number five. I'm gonna preface this by saying I don't. I'm a huge reader. Jordan is a huge reader, but Jordan is probably 95% fiction and probably
Yes.
5% fiction. I'm the opposite way. I'm probably 95% nonfiction and probably 5% fiction. But these are all books that I've read, so I'll just throw that out there ahead of time, right? I have read all these, but my number five, you're probably gonna be surprised when I say it, is Interview with the Vampire
Oh.
by Anne
Oh.
Rice. Yes, yes.
Oh.
I read this in high school in the 1990s, probably around, yeah, a long
We're
time ago.
old.
Uh, so I'll just say this right again. I'm not a big fiction reader. I prefer to learn facts, whatever. It's irrelevant. But I'm not a big fiction reader. But even with that being said, this movie is not my kind of typical movie. I'm not a horror guy at all. I don't hate it. It doesn't really do much for me. I'm not a vampire kind of guy. It's just not my thing. But something about this movie, uh, it's so dark. I love it. I don't know. There's nothing. It's just bleak. It is just beyond bleak. I don't know. It's probably because I was in high school and, as a teenager around 15, it's like, oh, everything sucks. It's dark. This movie feels like me.
Yes. I too live in the
Everything.
darkness.
Yeah. But I mean, as amazing cast, Tom Cruise, Brad
Tom
Pitt,
Cruise.
Christian Slater, Kirsten Dunst, who actually holds her own, and she's probably like 10 years old in this movie, holds
Did
her
she not
own.
win the Oscar for this?
I think you're thinking of Anna Paquin in the piano.
Oh, I thought she won an Oscar.
No, 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 I don't believe.
Maybe an
Antonio,
MTV Movie Award. I forget. It's
probably.
one or
Yeah,
the
yeah,
other.
probably something like that. Antonio Banderas. But I do remember everybody freaking out about Tom Cruise. It was sort of like the Michael Keaton being cast as Batman, right? I do remember everybody freaking out that they cast Tom Cruise as Lestat. But I think I played.
He has the feetings for it.
When I see Tom Cruise
You're,
as a general,
man,
it's
you
not a
just let
knock.
me, my Scientologist joke just
I
drop.
know I heard it. I heard
God
it.
damn it.
Uh,
I hope someone's laughing out there.
we're gonna
God.
speed. That's why they took all the handles off the doors, Jordan. Um, but yeah, no, I'm not a. You know what it is? But I like Tom Cruise. But every time I watch a Tom Cruise movie, I see Tom Cruise. If that makes sense, I don't
That does
see.
make sense. I said the same thing about Jack Black. It's you
But
can't. There's some people who don't disappear in their roles.
correct. I just
It's
see
Tom
Tom
Cruise
Cruise.
as Ethan
Correct.
Hunt.
Correct. But he is perfect in this role. He really did do a great job. It's I don't think this is a great movie. I want to be clear, but I just love how dark it is, and there's no happy ending in this movie. I don't know. Did you like this movie? I'm assuming you've seen
I
it, right?
I've not seen this
Are
movie.
you serious?
I'm serious.
Wow. So have you read? I'm guessing then you have not read the book then.
I have not read the book. This was not in my wheelhouse. Like it wasn't in my wheelhouse. I mean, I really didn't get into vampires until probably Blade.
Okay. This is a classic. It really is.
But I've never, and they have a TV show now, or they have had a TV show
It
for
was
a while now.
yeah. It was it. I tried. I tried. I know you're talking
I
about
think it's
the
still on.
AMC.
I think it's still
Yeah.
on.
I could not get into the. I gave it a good 5 or 6
It was missing Tom
episodes.
Cruise.
It just it's not bad. It's well done. I wanted to like it, and I probably watched it longer than I would have if I didn't know the book already. Right in the movie, I kind of said, I just keep watching, and I just lost interest. Maybe it was just me, but the thing about this movie is you'll watch it and it starts out dark and then ends and you feel just as horrible as you did, you did when it
Uh,
started. Don't watch
just
this
to
if you're
feel
already in a
good.
dark place. I'll just put it that
Just
way. Okay. Anyway, number 4 for you. Go ahead,
number four, sticking with the dark theme,
please.
a feel-good movie, a feel-good book, Requiem for a Dream.
Never saw
Um,
it. Never read it.
oh my God.
We are over 3 so far, Jordan.
Yeah,
This is
this
the first on movies, music, and middle age.
this movie is so disturbing. So I'm not going to give too much away because I think you'd
I might
enjoy
actually
it.
like it. Yeah.
But it is you talk about, I don't want God, I'm trying to like how can I say certain things without saying certain things? It is bleak as shit is basically how I can say it.
Oh, Darren
No one
Aronofsky.
no one has a happy ending in this movie. The music uh is so it gets you viscerally, the music. It makes you uneasy. You are just as in a state of unease as the characters are.
Uh,
It's a really wild
I'm looking at the
movie
cast here.
and a
Jared Leto,
really excellent book by Herbert Selby. Um,
Marlon
just
Wayans.
as yeah, yeah,
Does he, a serious question, does he play it straight in this movie or is he like a
yeah,
comedy? Okay.
absolutely.
Okay.
100%. It is not
Interesting.
a comedy movie at all. Uh, don't watch it with your son. Uh, please do not watch this one with your child.
Well, I'm
I
reading
beg
it
you.
as you say it, as you're talking about it. I'm looking at a little bit here right online. It says the film was originally rated NC-17, but yeah, so
Yeah,
that,
yeah.
yeah. Uh,
Watch that one by yourself.
so
And if your
is this,
wife is watching it, just,
yeah.
ask her in the last 30 minutes or so not to be there with you. It is
Is this like Nymphomaniac 1 and 2, Lars
no,
Ventura? Okay.
I swear to you, every single person listening who has watched this movie knows exactly what I'm talking about, and I'll leave it at
Okay.
that.
All right. All right. All right. Who wrote the book? Anybody?
Herbert Selby.
Okay. And is he somebody that you've read?
He also wrote Last Exit to Brooklyn.
Yes. Yep.
Um,
Okay. I see it here. He
yeah,
has, he passed away a while ago, 2004. Okay.
yeah. So that's my
All
number
right.
four.
All right.
Enjoy.
Interesting pick. Here's the next question. Are we going to go 0 for 4 on this one?
I do not, no, I don't think so.
I'm gonna make
There's
a
no way.
prediction here. I'm gonna predict that you have not read this book, but I'm going to predict that you've seen this movie, but we'll see.
I'm also
Okay.
going to say that there's going to be I think at least one that we have
I agree.
as
I
well.
might be too. Okay. My number 4, The Hunt for Red October
Oh, another one,
by Tom
another
Clancy.
one.
Never read it or saw the movie?
Never read it, never saw the movie. I only played the Nintendo video
Wow.
game.
Wow.
That is it. I
I'm
swear,
sorry.
I swear,
What?
I own this video game.
That game sucks. Isn't it?
I owned it. I played it.
That is
Who didn't
what
want to
made
play
you.
as Alec Baldwin?
That's so wild.
Finally, a
Anyway,
game where you can be Alec Baldwin.
so the movie was 1990. I don't remember off the top of my head what year the book was. I guess it's irrelevant, but
I was 8. I wasn't like, Mommy, Daddy. Uh, after we
submarine.
watched Batman, can we watch The Hunt for Red October?
I wait. Oh my God. So I read this book. Yeah, I read all of them. I said that right. But the book is really good. I'm not a big Tom Clancy guy.
I'm not a
He's kind of
big
like
mass
Stephen King.
market. It's
Yeah,
mass market paperback. Those beach
it's
reads.
it's a good book, but there's way too much backstory and filler. So I'll tell you about this. So Sean Connery plays somebody in the book called in the movie and the book, right? I'm sorry, Sean Connery in the movie plays Marco Ramius, right? One of the lead characters,
Suck a
who's a Russian.
Trebek.
Yeah, Succa Trebek, a Russian submarine commander. And in the book, for some reason, Tom Clancy decides to spend 50, 60 pages talking about winters as a child, how he used to go fishing with his grandfather. And I'm
Mm,
thinking, I don't care.
riveting.
Five pages, 10 pages, but I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. It's like if Star Wars spent an hour showing Luke farming with, I don't care. I don't want to see it.
But how did those moisture droids work?
Very similar to your evaporators.
And did he ever
Um,
pick up the stuff from Tashi
Tower
Station?
Station. Let's go.
He needed the power converters
Let's go
from
to Tower
Tashi
Station to pick
Station.
up some power converters. Too much backstory and filler. Anyway, it's good, but not necessary. But I loved it. This movie is probably a top 20. I know it maybe doesn't sound very prestigious, but I love this movie. It's actually a great movie. I feel like it's actually slept on a lot. It's a really
No one
the
talks about
Jack
this enough.
Ryan series, in my opinion, it's the best one out there. I mean, there was one with Alec Baldwin, two,
Ben Affleck.
a couple with Harrison Ford, Ben Affleck, right now, and now, oh my God, John Krasinski, right?
Yeah. I was
This is
gonna
my
say
favorite.
with your love of The Office, if
Yes,
you
yeah,
didn't get that one.
I wasn't anticipating talking about like the whole
John
Jack Ryan series.
Krasinski.
Yeah, but so you haven't seen it, so you don't know. So there's this wonderful thing that they do in it from a filmmaking perspective, right? Where the very, very beginning of the movie, they're on the Russian submarine, and some of the people are talking or speaking in Russian, and they're doing full Russian, right? No English, right? But then one of the characters is giving a speech, and as he's talking, he's reading from the Bible, and it zooms in slowly on his mouth, and right, and then he switches to a passage in the Bible, and then he immediately the film just switches to English, and then he zoom out, and that's it. And then for the rest of the movie, they just speak
That's how they
English.
explain it. The
It just
Bible helped them.
no, but I mean,
No, I know, I get it.
it just
It's
accept from
cool.
that point that it's English, right?
Yes,
I've had this
I like
conversation.
that.
Yeah,
You
I had this conversation with numerous people about I don't know, right? I'd rather hear somebody speak in English when the characters aren't supposed to be English native speakers with their normal speaking voice than try to pull off a horrible accent that just doesn't work. Just do it.
but
It's
it
fine.
does. It could win you on Razzie. So
But
take
it's a
that into consideration.
great cast in this movie. And then I'll stop here. Sean Connery, Alec Baldwin, Tim Curry, Scott Glenn, James Earl Jones, Sam Neill, Courtney B. Vance. This is a John McTiernan movie who had a
Courtney
I didn't
C. Vance.
Courtney C. Vance, Courtney B. Vance, Courtney C. is his brother. John McTiernan had an amazing three movies. These are all back to back to back, right? He did Predator in '87, Die Hard in '88, and then Hunt for October in 1990, which is three pretty huge movies
That's a
in a row. That's a good run,
nice
honestly.
little
It really
back to
is.
back, belly to belly, right
Yeah.
there.
And with that, I'll stop. If you should watch this movie, Jordan. Anybody out
I'll
there
have to
who
take a
hasn't seen
look.
this movie, it's actually a really, it is a, there's no cheese to it. It is a very, very well done, solid movie that I feel like people sleep on, forget it existed. Check it out if you haven't seen it. With that, number three, back to you.
Number three.
Number
I'm
three.
sticking with the feel good classics here. I'm going
Okay.
American Psycho. Um, with written by Bret Easton Ellis. Is
Well,
this the
let's
one
just dig
movie I
into it
thought we were
because
gonna?
you had the same book and the same movie in the same spot. Not even on the
Yes,
list. Both number
yes.
three. So you go ahead.
This is why we're friends, people.
That's right. That's why we're friends. Amazing.
This
Okay.
is you. The movie itself is batshit crazy.
It is.
The book is worse,
Yes. Yeah. I'm
like
just saying.
much worse than the book than the movie. Um, but it's so well, like it is weird, it is violent,
Are we talking
it
about the book
is
or the movie or just both?
both
Okay.
weird, violent, uh, um, depraved,
Did you like the
funny.
book? Honestly, are
Yeah,
you a
well,
fan of it
okay.
or is it just like,
So
oh, I read it as a curious, like, do you honestly, in serious question?
I would never read it again, but
Okay.
it was a book that much like, huh, I liked it. I liked the story, like the
It's a rough read
underlying
in
thing.
some parts.
It's a very, very rough read. It's like I'm glad I read it. I never want to read it again.
I remember
Um,
feeling
You
dirty
felt
reading it.
yes,
Not dirty
yes.
like, oh, like a prude, like, oh, I'm like
I
this
don't want anyone
Puritan.
to see that I'm
I
reading
just I
this.
just felt like I wanted to wash the stink off
Yes,
myself, right?
but that's it was
That's
almost
the point, I
it
guess.
was but it wasn't done. I mean, I could be wrong. I've never spoken to the man. I don't think it was done for the sake of it, right? Like it wasn't, look at how disgusting I can
Yeah,
be
yeah,
kind
yeah,
of
yeah,
thing.
yeah,
It
yeah.
was it's supposed to feel you, you're given a book and you're given a protagonist and you generally try to find something to latch onto with the protagonist so that you care about them.
Yes.
And you're just like, what you can't. You just can't. And it makes you feel gross that you're even reading this person's thoughts and actions. And it's just,
So
it's
let me ask you,
movie does the same thing,
do
but it's
you, I want to talk about both since, and we're gonna spend a little more time on this since it's our same pick here than we normally would, but, and there's no right or wrong answer. I'm just curious where you fall on this. Do you think the book, so the movie is a massive black comedy. I think it's hysterical in some places. Do you think the book is supposed to be funny or do you think it's meant to play dark
I
across the,
I
from start
yeah,
to end?
I think it was just dark. I
Yeah,
think
I
the
do too. I don't
movie
think there's black
I
comedy in the book.
I think they tried to be like, how the hell can you make this into a movie
Yeah.
and not make it where it just feels like a 2 hour snuff film?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You have to break it up with like a little try to find the satire of that 80s excess culture. Um, in kind of the over the top way that you could make an argument about how RoboCop is a satire.
Yes.
American Psycho is a satire of these types of people, these depraved, coke snorting, like only in it
Yeah,
for
Gordon
themselves.
Gecko.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean,
yeah,
fortunately,
greed is good, kind of,
these people haven't really gone. Did you
if
read the book first, or did you see the movie
I
first?
I feel like, and this was the case where I saw the movie and then read the book, but I
I did
could
too.
be
It was this.
wrong.
I can tell you for on my end. I don't know about you, obviously, but on my end, I 100% saw the movie. So I saw the movie. I tried to watch the movie. I did not read the book. I tried to watch the movie, and I for whatever reason, did not initially see it as a comedy. I think I made it halfway through. My friend was. I remember my friend telling me, "Oh, this movie's hilarious," and I remember watching. I'm like, this movie's sick, and you're
You're
sick."
sick.
No, I was disturbed, and I said, I don't want to watch this, right? And then people were like, "No, it's hilarious." Oh, okay. Multiple people. I said, maybe it's just me. And then for whatever reason, the second time I realized, oh my God, this movie, it's hilarious. It's like black. It's as black as can be as far as black comedy goes, but
Pitch
the whole thing
black.
with them, yes, with them comparing their business cards, and he's
Yes. And
sweating
he's
and
like,
he's
yeah, it's
look at
like,
the
it's
raised font
bone.
on bone, bone. What? And then so yeah, and then I went back to read the book, and I was like, this is very different from from
Yes.
from the movie.
Yes.
It is not
Yeah.
even in the same ballpark, but
Very uncomfortable.
and will so an interesting bit of tidbit, and then we can stop unless there's anything else you want to say about this. So do you know the scene? Oh, actually, one of my favorite lines I said, "Don't just stare at it, eat it."
Well, yes, I've think about that
You
sometimes.
can't
Like it's
quote
like,
that to a lot of people.
especially when it's
Oh my God.
your kids won't eat their vegetables.
I gotta
Just
tell you,
stare at it, eat it.
I gotta tell you, this scene will live rent free in my head until the day I die. When he is looking at himself in the mirror
Yes, and
and he takes
flexing.
his left hand and he runs it through his hair, and then with his right arm, if you put me in a room and it pads out and put it on a loop for a week straight, I'd still laugh at it. It just never
It's
gets old.
yes. Yes, I
Yeah,
think we
but
need to leave it there. I can't. We
yes,
can't.
yes. So, okay. So, the story I was going to tell you real quick, and then we'll stop. Is that so? There's a scene where Willem Dafoe shows up at Christian Bale's office to, talk about. I forgot
Yeah,
Jared Leto's character's name. To talk about what was his name? What was it? Jared Leto's character's name in the movie? Oh
Alan White,
my God! It was. Hold on. It was Paul Allen. Sorry, Paul
Paul
Allen.
Allen. Well, I got the Allen part.
Yeah. So he shows up to talk to him. Hey, nobody's seen him. This and that. What do you think happened? Right. So they actually made Willem Dafoe, they filmed that scene three different ways. They filmed it So they said, we want you to play this. Take one. Want you to play it as you suspect he's the killer, right?
Hmm.
We want you to play it now as you don't believe he's the killer, and then we want you to play as he's unsure. So they filmed it three different ways, and then when they edited it in the editing room, they actually mixed the three together to make you
Oh,
confused as the viewer. I
yeah.
thought that was
Because you're
interesting.
still, I think you're still confused as far as the movie goes,
Well, I think you're supposed to be. That's the whole point, right?
whether any of that happened or
My
not.
personal take is that it did not happen, but
No,
it,
I agree. I feel like
it
that's
doesn't.
like just a really drug infused, complete character mental breakdown kind of thing. But
And I think this is also, and I now I really need to stop after this because we're getting way too far in this one. But
yes,
I I think of Christian Bale. I think of this movie. I know people probably go to Batman, but this is for me subjectively. This is
Newsies.
my. Oh my God. Yeah, Swing Kids.
Terminator Salvation.
Yeah, Swing Kids, School Ties, whatever. Okay. Anyway, I think Christian Bale, I think this movie. Let's just stop. I love this
All right.
movie. Again, if you haven't watched it, please. So we're what? We have four that we missed on and one that we hit on. Okay.
Yes.
All right. You're
Number
number two.
two.
Let's hear it.
Do androids dream of electric sheep, or otherwise known as Blade Runner,
Very,
which has
very
been,
interesting.
I feel like, have three different versions of the movie, right? There's like the director's cut, the definitive cut, the criteria. Who the hell knows? I think
Right.
I've seen at least two out of the three of the cuts. Um, I went and got really into like Philip K. Dick and his writings. I've read a couple of his books,
You will
short
remember it for you wholesale,
novels.
right?
Yeah, I remember For Your Wholesale, Total Recall, um, Scanner Darkly, which I think they just made into Scanner Darkly, which was a pretty cool rotoscope movie.
I thought you
Um,
said Blade originally. It's like Blade Runner, not
yes,
not
I
Blade.
did say Blade Runner, did I
Yeah,
not?
I thought you said
Okay.
Blade. I probably just
Oh,
misheard you. Sorry, go ahead. Like those are two very different movies.
very different, very different. Although one would have done better if it had Wesley Snipes in it. But I digress.
Yes.
Blade Runner, very cool, very atmospheric, very like I feel like cyberpunk before cyberpunk.
Okay.
Um, because you have like that really dirty, gritty, beneath the clouds type of
Yes,
city, and then you
yes,
see like
yes.
everything's neon, and then up above, it's just I don't know, it's also kind of stark and weird and futuristic and just uns like what kind of freaking Earth is this kind of thing? The book is different. It's not a very long book.
Yeah,
It's been
I'll call
years
them
since I read
shorts,
it.
right? Yeah.
Yeah, but it's been years since I read it. I think it maybe like be 170 pages or something like that. Um, but yeah, the movie was just so cool, and that whole speech by Rutger Hauer at the end, oof,
I
so good.
I know the speech because I've seen it, but I'm gonna embarrassingly admit that I have not read the book and I have tried to watch Blade Runner
Oh,
like five times.
oh,
I want to like this. I love Ridley Scott, but I have tried numerous, four, five, maybe five times, and I have never made it past the first hour. I don't know what it is. I've fallen
you have
asleep
to
watching it.
find you
I
have to find which version would be the good one for you to try
Do
again.
you prefer, all kidding aside, do you prefer, I know there's the longer extended director's cut. Do you prefer the original theatrical, or do you
It's
prefer,
it's so I, I'm trying to remember. I don't remember. I'm gonna say I probably prefer the director's cut. The thing for me, generally,
hmm
as a rule of thumb, is if the director is any good,
which,
you're
yeah,
probably with Ridley
Ridley
Scott,
Scott
you're
is good. Yeah.
probably better off seeing their vision.
Yeah.
And if the director is not,
That's fair enough.
you probably are better off because someone had to tell the person to stop. So I mean,
So if it's a
I'm looking
Michael,
at you.
you don't want to
I'm
watch the
looking at
Armageddon.
you, Zack Snyder, Justice League 3 hour extended cut.
We were so close to making it through an episode. I thought you were gonna say Michael Bay.
No,
Uh,
take that.
you
But
don't want to see the
anyway,
4.5 hour version of Armageddon?
yes, actually I do.
He
So
actually does.
don't
Actually, I realized who
don't
I asked. Okay.
don't threaten me with a good time. But anyway, Blade
I'll try it
Runner.
again at some point because I took me three takes to get through The Wire, and then I wound up
Well,
loving it.
I
It's
might
one of
have
my
to re
favorite series.
I
So
think I'm gonna
maybe we can do
reread
that as a
the
new to
book.
me. Maybe we can do
Yeah,
that as a new to me episode. I can watch
yeah,
Blade Runner for the
I'd be
fourth
down
way.
with
So,
that.
all right,
All
my
right.
number two. here is one that I thought would be on your list. Maybe it's not there yet. It is Jaws, the 1975
Uh,
Steven Spielberg classic. And
uh,
I'm just going to say this, the book sucks.
the book is not as good
The book
as
is
the
not good.
movie.
No, it just isn't. It
Um,
just isn't.
I did read the book only recently, maybe like a summer or two ago. I
There's a
finally
whole
read the book.
subplot where Hooper sleeps with Brody's wife. Why?
Yeah,
Brody
it wasn't
dies.
unnecessary.
It
It
just
was unnecessary.
there. It's
But the
not
movie's so good. It's like a
the
summer staple. Oh,
the movie is. I mean, at this point, I mean, everybody knows, right? The movie is credited as basically the original summer blockbuster, right? I mean, there were
yes,
no
yes,
really
yes.
that created summer blockbusters. I love this movie. I think, yeah, some movies, some of these books on our list, you could say the book is better. Some you could say the movie is better. In my opinion, in this specific case, it's not even. It's not, in my subjective opinion, it's not even a question, right? The book is. I'm sorry, the movie is far superior
Yes.
to the book. I've seen this in the movies. I'm guessing you have not.
I have not. I do not like other people.
It's such a classic, though, and it's so good. So there's a movie theater by my house. It doesn't really matter where, because that doesn't mean I live there. But in Princeton, there's a movie theater, Princeton, New Jersey, if you don't know where we are. But every summer they show it. I mean, for the past like 20 years. So we went last year. It was so fun to see it on the big screen. It just meant to some movies it doesn't matter. I don't think you need to see American Psycho on the big screen, right? I don't think you need to see Interview with the Vampire on the big screen. Jaws is a movie, in my opinion, again, that was designed to be viewed on a big screen.
Meanwhile, it's 2026. We still don't have Jaws 19 as promised to us by Back to the Future
But we
2.
do have Jaws: The Revenge, which is
Mhm.
clearly superior to the first one. I
I
mean,
think in all aspects.
he follows her down to Bermuda
Maybe
as
Jaws
Lance
3D.
Guest. It's got
Maybe
Mario
Jaws
Van
3D.
Peebles doing a, if you have not seen it, folks, Mario Van Peebles doing a Jamaican accent for 90 minutes. And Jaws: The Revenge, not to go off because we're talking about the original Jaws, but Jaws: The Revenge has created one of my favorite quotes from an actor in the history of cinema, where somebody was talking to Michael Caine about, basically the essence was, how bad Jaws: The Revenge is and it sucks and why do you do it and this and that. And they asked him, the question was basically, have you ever, have you ever really sat down and watched Jaws: The Revenge? And he basically said, I haven't seen it, but I've seen the house that I bought with the money I made from it, and it's amazing.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? I
Yeah.
love that quote. I'm
Yep.
paraphrasing. I don't remember the exact quote. Yes. Anyway, but Jaws, the first Jaws, it still holds up. I love this movie. It's perfect. The soundtrack is perfect. The acting is perfect. The only thing that makes me chuckle when I watch it now that did not age well, but it's not their fault, is when they talk about how much money Quint is going to get for killing the shark, like $10,000, and I'm like, I'm sorry,
I'm sorry, what?
I'll trap him and kill him for 10.
A great white for
Yeah,
10?
it's a tiger shark. A tiger what? I thought this would be on your list.
No,
Yeah, so
no.
you read it and you've
Yeah.
seen it, obviously. I know you're a
Yes,
big Jaws
yes,
fan.
yes.
The rest of them are garbage. Jaws 2 is watchable, to be fair. It's not horrible. It's not great. It's fine. It's entertaining. Yeah, Jaws 3 and 4 are just hysterically, hilariously bad, if you will. So,
I'm
um,
gonna go on a limb though and say our
please
number
do.
one is not the same. There's no way.
You don't think so?
There's
I'm
no way.
worried that it is.
I'd
I'm
be
worried
very
that it is.
surprised
You'd be very
with what
surprised
I
that it
know
is.
about you. Yes.
All right, I guess we'll find out. Yeah, we will find out. I'm sure, right here, actually. So you don't think
Yeah.
so, huh?
No,
We'll
no,
find out right now. We're not.
right now. And
Um,
we're back.
we
Okay.
are back. Yeah. All right. So number one, I would have thought. Well, we'll see. All right, go ahead. What's your number one?
Number one are movies and books I came very late to
Okay, then
that,
definitely not. Okay, definitely not. Then I can already tell this is not the same. Go
yes,
ahead.
which is why I'm like, there's no way it's number one considering the
This is
many
like,
conversations we've had about this. But
Dear Sally, what's happening to my body? What is it?
it is every fantasy book is compared to it. Every epic fantasy movie
Oh, yeah.
is
Go ahead.
compared to it.
Yep.
Lord of the Rings.
Yeah. Go ahead. This is
I
your time to shine, buddy. Say
as
it.
as I said, it took me a long time to get into these movies. I don't know why it did, but I would be very happy to sit and watch the extent. I own the extended Blu-ray editions of all of these movies. It's like
For
a
those, hold on, for those that
9 hours well spent. I used to hate these movies and make fun of them. I don't know what happened, but now I
for
absolutely
people
love
out
them.
there who can't see Jordan, which is everybody, by the way, because we don't record this with
Big
video
shit
yet.
eating grin.
Jordan
Is
has
that
a
what?
massive ear-to-ear grin on his face, so I can tell he's really excited.
These are
Go
so
ahead. So
excited.
I have something to say, but I want you to get your
I
time here.
just
Go ahead.
I don't know. It like I said, it took me a long time to get into them, but just the whole storytelling, the world building, the the the
Are we
memes
including like
help.
The Hobbit and stuff in this too, or are we strictly
I mean that they're taking. Oh no, I mean I've read The Hobbit. Hobbit was good, but
we're
the
strictly talking about the Lord of the
movies
Rings?
are not.
Okay.
I do not like the Hobbit movies.
So we're
That I
strictly
mean,
speaking about Lord of the Rings.
yes,
That's fine. I just want to make
yes,
sure we're okay.
yeah, Aragorn and all that fun stuff. Uh,
So
those
here's a
yes.
question for you then. If this movie was in the theaters, would you go see it?
Still probably not. I own
And
them.
what would
I
it take
don't.
to get you into the movie theater?
don't. I mean, I love Star Wars almost
What if it
more
was
than
all five of these
anything, and I
movies
still
back to
haven't
back
seen
to
the
back
new.
in the theaters and you just
They've done that. I
no, all
couldn't.
five of the movies on your list. Well, actually,
Still
all like
still
12 at
couldn't.
this point.
Yes. No. I don't know. It just is such a pain in the ass. I mean, I have been to movie
So,
theaters in the past. Like, it's like not like I never go to movies, but it has to be like a big something I
of
can't
course, yeah,
just
yeah, no,
see
I
at
understand.
home.
So,
So,
well, yes, but so here's the thing, right? And then I'm going to jump back to Lord of the Rings in a second, but I don't really go to. It's more for me, movies. Obviously, like I didn't have a chance to see Jaws in the movies because I was -5 years old when it came out, right? You know what I'm saying? Like
yes,
something like
yes.
if I never had the opportunity or it's a favorite, then I want to go see. Honestly, 95% of the movies that I see in the theaters now are just movies that I wasn't old enough, right? I saw Predator in the movies because I was 6 when it came out. I saw RoboCop because I was 6. I saw Jaws because I wasn't born, right? It's just stuff that I love that I just never had the opportunity to see. But anyway, so I'm guessing with this one, Lord of the Rings, from what you're saying, if I'm hearing you correctly, you saw the
Oh,
movies first?
yeah,
Okay, okay.
yeah.
All of them? Like, did
I
you see one movie, read a book, and second movie, read a book, or just like knocked out all the movies and then went back to see the
no, I
books?
mean, I saw the movies when they first came out, just because those are the kind of stuff I'd watch anyway.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Sort of. I mean, but
yeah.
it was such a when they came out, it was such a an epic thing that I'm like, I gotta at least see what the hell's going on. And I'm like,
How many
they
did
were
they make? I really
okay.
don't know. I'm not being
Three. So there's three
facetious.
movies,
Okay,
and then they made they released the extended editions, which are
okay.
much.
The Snyder cuts.
It's not but good and less slow motion and a story and a plot. But anyway, I digress. Um,
I'm not a big Peter Jackson fan, but I haven't seen
s-
all his movies, to
so I
be fair.
watched, yeah, I mean, and definitely not most of his like
King
before
Kong
this
was
one was
not
weird. His
for
early
me.
stuff was no, but yes, back to this. It's definitely something I saw beforehand, and then I got into. Oddly enough, I was looking for a new video game to play, and
Okay.
someone that we used to work with. Um,
Who we won't name like I
I'll
did.
give him. Yeah, I won't name, but if you want me to, if you
You can say
listen,
first name.
anyway, Josh.
Okay, yeah.
So, he got me into. I was looking for a new video game, and Shadows of Mordor came out. I'm like, listen, I don't really, I know Lord of the Rings, but I don't know it all that much. And he's like, I go, well, I enjoy it still. He's like,
Yeah.
it's an awesome game, whatever. So I played it. I'm like, wow, this is really fun. I would like to know more about
Would you like
the
to know more?
overall. And I decided that yes, I wanted to see how far the rabbit hole goes.
We're just mixing every movie now at this point.
Yes. So I decided at that point, I'm like, I'm just gonna when I get into something,
Yeah.
I want every bit of it. So I was just like, I watched the movies, I read the books, I've read so not
So
only have
yeah.
I've read The Hobbit, I've read all three Lord of the Rings
Yeah.
movies, I've read the Silmarillion, which
Okay.
is like this collection of partial stories that he was using. It's kind of almost like the his Bible that he used to build the world in the actual books he wrote and other
Okay.
collected stories in it. Um, yeah, so I've since gotten deep into the Lord of the Rings stuff. I don't know Elfish or Elvish or whatever. I'm not one of those people. No offense if you are cool.
Yeah.
You can
Yeah. Yeah.
curse me off in Elvish for making fun.
Yeah.
But
You do speak
it's
Klingon though.
so yeah. Ah, 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 ah. Um,
I have a couple of friends who are like hardcore on the books and the movies. Some of them might be listening actually. But I've never read the books. I've never even tried. But I mean, this is before, I mean, this is 25 years ago, probably. I was still living at home. Probably like whenever the first one came out. What year the first one came out? The first movie, like 2000, right? Right at the end,
Oh,
turn of the
it
century.
was in the early aughts.
Anyway, yeah. So my mother tried to get me to sit down. She's like, wow, she loved it. I mean, we never talked. I guess she just got into it, the movies. Maybe she'll probably tell me after she listens to this. But it's like, oh, why don't you try to watch it, right? Because that was our big thing. She said, try, watch 15 minutes, any movie, growing my entire life, right? Watch 15 minutes. If you don't like it, you can turn it off, whatever. So I would basically try any movie, right? But she's like, watch this. And I think I made it. I mean, it's 25 years ago, right? I think I made it 45
Yes.
minutes. And I just remember saying to mom, I'm like, I'm sorry. I'm not interested. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
I mean, 25 years ago, so maybe I would, if I watched it now, I'm obviously a very different person now than I was 25 years ago, but I just never,
I got my daughter into them. She watched them all. She hasn't read them yet, but she watched them all. It was fun to listen to her watch them all. Because I've been trying to get my kids to watch Star Wars, but they have no freaking interest in
it,
that. So I try to
it,
get them. She got her into this, and she's like, "I think Smeagol's going to be a good guy." I'm like, "Okay." I look
I
forward to you
can't say
figuring that
anything.
out.
Robert Smigel. Maybe one day. It just seems like such a massive mountain to climb.
It
I'm
is.
not against the idea. It just, I don't know. I'm sure I'm missing
We'll
out.
see.
Just like you haven't seen Hunt for Red October or whatever. But anyway, okay. Anything else you want to say about Lord of the Rings?
Uh, I couldn't do anything justice. What
Okay.
else I could possibly say? Someone would
Maybe I'll
complain
try the
and
first
be
one
like,
and yeah, you're
"Oh,
not.
you didn't mention the fact that when Aragorn hit that helmet, he actually broke his toe."
Oh God,
Um,
you talking like this is just
all right,
all right,
fine.
go ahead. All
Number
right, so
one, go
my
for it.
number one, I really thought this out of all the five that I had, I thought this was going to be the one. Jurassic Park.
Oh, you know what? I thought you were
You
gonna say
can't change your list.
striptease. Thought you were gonna say striptease.
Showgirls.
Uh,
Jurassic Park,
Jurassic Park. Yeah, you
based
know
on the
what?
Michael Crichton book.
I try to do this list of things that I also
Just to be
enjoyed
clear, this is my
reading.
time right now, but go ahead. I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
Okay.
No, go
Okay,
ahead. Go
I'll
ahead. Go
shut
ahead. Go
up.
ahead. I'm teasing. I'm teasing. Go ahead.
I picked books that I enjoyed as well as the movie. So
Did you not
that's
like this book? Did you not like the
the book
Jurassic
was
Park book?
okay.
I this is the only book on my list that I think the book is better, honestly. It's
Sure.
much darker. I mean,
Yeah, I forgot you like dark and gritty.
I don't
It's too
listen,
much color.
there is a time and a place, and I'm not gonna sit there and say
I'm kidding. You
I
don't
want
have to
every
wax them.
movie to end like seven,
Don't.
right? But I just I don't know. You know what it is? It's not that I like dark. It's not that I have this inherently dark personality. It's just that I feel like the happy ending is just it's too easy.
Oh,
It's
you
too
like the
easy.
Cure. You like the Cure. So
It's
don't,
too easy.
embrace it. You're
It's
goth.
too
You want to be
easy.
goth.
The happy ending is paint by numbers to me, right? I like something that is a little sometimes rings a little more true to how things possibly can be in reality, right? And anyway, Jurassic Park is a lot.
It's a masterpiece. Movie's a masterpiece.
The movie is a masterpiece, and there's that's not so when I
And the
say I want
book's
to be
okay.
clear, when I say that I think the book is better, that doesn't in turn mean that I think the movie is bad. The movie is my number
No,
one
no.
pick, right?
I didn't think that.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, well, certain parts are better, right? I mean, I never would have pictured Jeff Goldblum's character, right? He's not there on the page, in my opinion, right? Yeah, they made him, this kind of like hip guy, but he brings that character.
Oh,
He steals the
s-
movie, in my
the
honest opinion.
sexiest man on celluloid.
Oh, you guys,
That's right.
you,
You look, you can't even speak.
you, I can't, I don't know where to even go. I'm thinking, because when you said that, I'm picturing him on the scene where after he gets injured and they have him
Yeah,
like
he's
laying
laying
out,
there with his shirt
uh,
open.
like so
Oh,
unnecessarily.
you're gonna be trying to go to bed. You're gonna picture that. You'll be like, oh, I can't sleep.
Um, I mean, Samuel L. Jackson is in this movie. I hate this hacker bullshit. Wayne Knight is,
A dinosaur
oh
ate me.
my God. And fucking dinosaur ate me. Uh,
This is the second movie we've talked about where Samuel L. Jackson has died.
is it? Oh yeah, that's right. Goodfellas. Um, Wayne Knight. You and I have done this quote. There's so many quotable lines in this movie. We've got
See,
Dotson. We've got Dotson here. I don't. I leave that out because a lot of people don't get that. But I'll use the other half of that quote all the time. We're like, see, nobody cares.
see,
You know,
nobody cares. I
like,
use
oh
that for
hey,
people who post their opinions that's trash
nobody
on the
cares.
internet. Like
Yeah,
nobody cares.
nobody cares. But Hammond in the book, I mean, it's been a long time. I've seen the book. I've seen the movie. I saw the movie in the original run when it actually came out, and then I've seen
As
it
did I.
in a re-release multiple times. Once on my own and once on my son. But if I remember correctly, John Hammond is not a good guy in the book, and they kind
Yeah.
of, again, smartly with another Steven Spielberg adaptation with Jaws, right? They did a really good. They made a good choice and not make him a piece of shit in the movie. I think it plays much better with Hammond as sort of he intended right to make the park a place where people could go. Right. I don't think he had ill intent in the movie.
It was, I mean, I think that was the most uh unbelievable part of the whole movie is that you had a billionaire who was ethically responsible and cared about the people who visited. Because some would go, well, how much,
Yeah.
if we can get it, if
Well,
maybe
well,
85% of the time it falls down and there's a
yeah.
problem and people die,
Well,
how
Gennaro
much does that cost?
Gennaro the lawyer basically assumes that role in the book. I mean, the movie,
Yes,
right?
yes, yes.
He basically is the placeholder for the like, hey, he even
If they signed an NDA,
he even says, right, we're gonna make a fortune off this place, right? I
yeah,
think that's the
yeah.
line, right? But interesting fact, I always like to share interesting facts on this on movies here, movies, music, and middle age, is that James Cameron actually tried to buy the book rights at the same time that Spielberg did, and he got beat out by a number of
Ugh.
days, according to the story. But to James Cameron's credit, and I'm a massive James
And
Cameron
no one's
fan.
ever heard from James Cameron again.
Yeah, James Cameron admitted later that he did it. He did it better, right? I mean, James Cameron didn't do it right, but his vision for the movie would have been better than what he would have done. Even though I kind of wish I could see that. But anyway, this is the movie that. So after Hook, um, the movie Hook by Steven Spielberg, he wanted to do Schindler's List. Interesting fact again here, right? And basically Universal said,
But animated.
God help me, please. It's too soon. Um, the head of Universal said, if you want to do, this is true. He said, if you want to do Schindler's List, you can do it, but you have to do Jurassic Park first. So he said, all right. And then basically the last day of filming, he took off to go do Schindler's List. And he said it was really weird because he was basically like filming Schindler's List. And then, when he had free time in quotes, right, he was like editing Jurassic Park. Um, but yeah, I
Sounds good
mean,
for your mental health, actually. Kind of get yourself out of the horrors of World War II.
I'm genuinely surprised that this book slash movie was not on your list. I
You
thought
know,
Jaws and
there were so many things that didn't make my list. I had to like tell myself that I wasn't allowed to use graphic novels so I can
yeah,
get
I
through the
thought that
next.
too because I thought about that and then I said I'd rather just do it. I would rather do it like a graphic novel to
Yeah.
movie
I mean,
list. But
Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas,
can I tell you a funny story
Clockwork,
about Fear and Loathing
Clockwork
in Las Vegas?
Orange.
Real quick, because you brought it
Yes.
up. This is 100% true. It's embarrassing, and my mom's listening too, but I don't care. I had never
Uh-oh.
seen Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, the movie, and I went over to hang out with a friend. My wife was out of town, I think, out away, and then his wife just happened to be out coincidentally. So we're like, let's just hang out. So we ended up drinking all night. I think I stayed over his place. We drank way too much. And he said, let's watch. You ever seen Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas? I said, no. Okay. So he put it on and it's so the movie comes on in black and white. I had never seen this. Please keep this in mind, right? I'm like, oh, this is cool. I'm thinking it's like a Wizard of Oz thing, right? Like it's
Yeah,
just the
yeah.
first 20 minutes are black and white. And then, so I asked them, we're drunk, really, really drunk at this point. And I said, is the whole movie like this? He said, no, it changes. I said, oh, okay. And then after half hour, is it supposed to be black? I went, no, it changes. And then after about an hour in our drunk state, we realized the TV was broken. But neither one of us were sober enough to realize. I'd never seen it to be fair, so I should get some credit. But yeah,
So it's his fault.
I knew it. I kept asking. I said, I don't think it's supposed to be, and he insisted it was right. And then we realized, oh, the TV's broken. I'm sorry. Yeah. So sorry, mom. I mean, granted, I was like 25 at that point, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, okay. Sorry. I just thought that was funny. Maybe not
That
for other
is,
people, but I thought you
I
would enjoy
I
that.
enjoyed it. That's
Any, okay,
that
we
was
should
good.
wrap up here.
Yes. we're
Any
good.
honorable mentions that you want to spend not
I
7 minutes on?
I threw a bunch out already. Clockwork Orange was one of them. Another
Okay.
uncomfortable watch. There's just so many. I can't remember whether or not it was called. It's the book is called. I believe it's a short story, but I apologize if it's a graphic novel. It's been a while. All You Need Is Kill, which was
I've
made
never even
into
heard of it.
Edge of Tomorrow, which
Okay.
also starred Tom Cruise and
Okay.
is a really cool sci-fi. Uh,
The Last
uh,
Samurai
The Last Samurai starring Tom
starring
Cruise.
Tom Cruise.
I'm not gonna
I heard you
finish
have an
that.
idea
You
for a
did.
movie too. You wonder if
That,
Hollywood will make it.
yeah, you can tell me about it
Um,
later. That's it.
um,
I'm
all right, I'm
good.
going to share my quick honorable mention, and I won't say really much of anything about it. But this was really, really. This was up until like the last minute where I had saved, and I said I'm not going to look at this again. This was really close to being on this list. I had No Country for Old Men on here,
That's good. Both are good.
um, and then I took it off. I don't know. It just I don't even remember what Trump did. I think
I don't
Hunt
like
for
to
Red
make these
October.
prestige lists. I
No,
like
I
it
mean
when
I
people
just
get,
I
no, for me, I'm thinking I like it when people get more annoyed.
another funny quick story in quotes, right? Is
Not
that
the road.
I
What's the
went to
matter with you
my
two?
before we got married, I went to my in-laws' house. It was like Easter, and like everybody's celebrating, and then No Country for Old Men came on for the first time. I was like, well, that was an awesome movie, but I'm really not in a holiday mood right after watching. It's not an Easter movie, folks. Don't watch that with 10 other people in the house. It's everybody's
No,
like, why is your vibe down? It's like, well, yeah, you
no.
just
Watch Requiem for a Dream instead.
all right. And then followed up Interview with the Vampire, and then American Psycho, the book. All right. I think
All right.
we've said way too much. Anything else you want to add here?
No, good journey, all.
Good journey, all. Thanks for listening. We will see you all next week.